बात में करेंगे.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 259th meeting of Toastmasters of Delhi and Heretics Club of Delhi. Our mission at Toastmasters of Delhi is we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. The theme of the joint meeting today is When Chai Met Samosa in the Rain. This meeting brings forth visions of a romance to me, a romance wherein the two partners are very different, but get together to create a chemistry and experience unlike any other. Perhaps he Ranja or Romeo Juliet. Let's see, let's stay with the theme and we'll find out more. There are a few housekeeping rules to follow through the meeting. Please avoid talking about religion, sex, or politics. In case of any technical glitches, you may contact the tech master and host for the meeting. Request you all to please add TM for Toastmaster or guest in front of your name. All speakers and role players can also do so to make it easier to identify. Speakers are requested to do a quick audio video check before they start speaking. Let's display a high five or namaste or say a thank you when handing over the virtual stage. Please keep your audio on mute when you're not speaking. Please do not type in the chat box when a speaker is speaking as it distracts the speaker. You can share feedback after the speech is complete. I now hand over the stage to the presiding officer and welcome her on stage. Amelia, over to you, please.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lavina, for opening the meeting with the right attitude and the right thoughts for this particular meeting, which is all about monsoon, the rains, the chai, and the samosa. Here, I remember a few lines that I read somewhere, and I will read it out back to you as it is. I hear leaves drinking rain. I hear rich leaves on top, giving the poor beneath drop after drop. It's a sweet noise to hear these green leaves drinking near. It's somewhat related to monsoon, and we'll talk about it later. But keeping that aroma of monsoon rains, the drops falling on the sand, and a sweet aroma coming out of it is something that is taken over my mind, my body and soul and everything. But with that thought, let me welcome you once again to 259th meeting. It's a joint meet between Hermetics Club and Toastmasters of Delhi. So guys, welcome for all of you are here. And this will be an amazing meeting. Let me just quickly share as to what this meeting will be about. As usual, we'll have 3 sections. It will be taken care by the amazing leaders or the role players who will participate in this throughout the meeting. But what I want to say is, Toastmasters gives you an opportunity to speak, to learn to communicate better, and to polish your leadership skills. And one of the leadership skills that we forget is lead ourselves, lead our life with an attitude, with full of gratitude. We forget to love ourselves. We forget to pamper ourselves, and we forget ourselves in all this grind, in all this heat and the sunshine that is all around. But when monsoon comes, it tells us you need some more rain. You need some more drops. You need to drink a little more to quench your heart and soul. This is what Toastmasters is. It allows you to explore yourself while supporting your club, playing different roles, learning on various platforms, and learning in various ways. There are times when you'll be learning by doing things, but there are times when you'll be observing and learning as well. So keep your eyes, ears, heart, mind, soul open. Bear it so that you can learn it. And I want to, is our president from the other club as well here? Hi, Jyotisman. Hi. Good
Hello.
evening. Good evening.
Good.
So my fellow presiding officer or my partner in crime in joint meeting today is Jyotisman. Please say something, Jyotisman.
Thank you so much, DTM Amelia. That's really nice to see you, to see all of them who have joined today. So first of all, thanks for this joint session. We were looking to have a joint session with one of the most experienced clubs, and I feel that it is no less a no less a opportunity for us rather than having a meeting with Toastmasters of Delhi. So thank you for accepting our invitation as well. And it's such a lovely theme. Like the monsoon is just here. Like currently, I am in Bhubaneswar. The monsoon is still little away because it's too hot now. 4 p.m. is too hot to have a meeting. But anyways, we all love chai. I love samosas. Let me tell you. And this is a brilliant theme to start with. And this is what Toastmasters is also all about. Like we come up with so many things, we come up with so many themes, unique themes. And see, chai and samosa are two small things of our life. We every day, everyone comes across these two things. But Toastmaster is some a place where you celebrate these small moments of your life as well. So, welcome to all the guests who have joined. I may not be correct in naming or identifying them because we are. It's a joint session. I'm not sure,
I'll help
but
you with it.
yes, perhaps Geeta Kashyap and Gopal Juneja. They are our guests. So, welcome to both of them. We have also Toastmaster Rajiv. We have uh, and few more also who have joined.
We have
So.
Rashmi as guest today as well. So let's get some introductions. Maybe we can ask Rashmi to introduce herself. What brings her here today? How she got to know?
Absolutely. Rashmi, please.
Good evening, guys. My name is Rashmi and I am homemaker. I have heard about you from my brother, and you are all amazing. I'm so excited to join you. Please take care of me.
Wonderful. Glad to have you here, Rashmi. Please stay till the end of the meeting and please do participate in impromptu speeches, table topics.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
And
Thank you.
Geeta ji, our all-time Toastmaster and guest, she's a frequent visitor, most welcome. And she's a wonderful speaker. We love to hear you as well. Would you like to say something today?
Thank you so much. I'm joining this today Saturday meeting after I think few weeks. I could not join due to certain reasons, but I'm really looking forward to the meeting. I'll be enjoying it, I'm sure. I love the meeting every time I come here. Thank you, Amelia.
Most welcome. Thank you, Geeta ji. Now we have Gopal Juneja. He's very our own TMODian, but he's a Toastmaster. He was with our club, but he's with a different club. That's a different story. But then Gopal, seeing you makes us feel like what a camaraderie and what your presence. So welcome, and would you like to say something?
Yes, of course. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Gopal, and Gopal is the name of God Krishna, who has 1608 wives. But I have only wife, only son, only daughter. So this is my introduction, and I, of course, know about the Toastmaster of Delhi by my heart because I started my journey of Toastmaster from TMOD. So I can call this a native club for me. And now I'm growing up here and there, exploring different clubs. So I am back here. I will be keep on coming again and again in this Toastmaster of Delhi. But last week I missed. So I thought that this week I should not miss. Thank you.
Wonderful. So glad to always see you, Gopal, here. And I'm really happy the way you're growing. So all the best to you as well. Now, Jyotisman, Toastmaster Jyotisman.
Yes, we also have we have Surbi as guest, maybe.
Okay. Okay, we have Surbi. Okay. Hi, Surbi.
Hi everyone. Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, Surbi, you are.
Sorry, I just got disconnected. I guess we're doing the introductory rounds. So I'm a final year MBBS student from Delhi, and I just came across Toastmasters through Instagram, and I I've always liked public speaking, but coming from a very academic background, I never had much opportunity for coming up and trying my hand at it. So I really wanted to join a club of like-minded people who want to work on their public presence, and so to just add a little more to the personality and grow as an individual and not just be a bookworm. Basically, I want to. So that's why I'm here.
Welcome, Surbi, and I'm glad you thought about it. You are at the right place. You will surely enjoy this meeting, learn a lot, and we're looking forward for your presence all the time. So thank you so much. We have Neha. Neha is also a guest, I believe. Hi, Neha. Can you hear us?
Hi, how are you?
Doing very well, thank you. So what brings you here, Neha? How you got to know about us?
I got to know about this from my friend, and I'm here to support him as a speaker today,
Wow.
Toastmaster Rajiv Khanna.
Wow, that's so beautiful, Neha. Thank you so much. And please do participate in table topics as well.
Definitely.
Wow. Are you a Toastmaster, by the way?
Yeah, I'm a Toastmaster myself. I belong to Capital City Toastmasters Club.
Welcome, Neha. Welcome, Toastmaster Neha, as a guest Toastmaster today. So, with that, so Toastmaster Jyotisman, now shall we call on the host of the show?
Yes, I guess it's the right time to start now.
So, all
So,
right.
yeah.
High five for that. All right. Thank you. Now is the time to call on somebody who will weave that story, take us on a ride down the memory lane, and make us feel what all and what not about the monsoon. With the theme, the chai met the samosa in the rain, we have an amazing, a super fantastic, energetic, very lively, very bubbly, so dedicated Toastmaster. Toastmaster Aisha Parveen as our TMOD of the day, the host of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Aisha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amelia, for wonderful introduction. Thank you so much. Hello, sir. I'm stuck in traffic jam for the last 1.5 hours, unable to reach office on time. It's raining heavily. This is not the first time that you are coming so late. Sir, today is first monsoon rain after a long wait. Sir, I kept one urgent file on your table. Please check it and sign. I'm not in office. I'm at home. My wife is making samosas and pakoras. She insisted me to go to office after eating samosas and pakoras. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. 12th July 2021, I woke up at my usual time. Was very tired due to this hot weather. My yoga teacher pointed that you are not doing yoga properly. And I replied, don't know the reason, maybe due to this hot weather. I felt lethargic. As soon after my yoga class, it was raining heavily. All family members were very happy. But I was again very tense because I know that after the rainy season, the condition of daily roads become disaster to reach my office. And it took me 2 hours to reach my office. And my boss was busy with samosa and pakoras, irritated and frustrated. And this is the true story of an armed human being. No. I'm not telling about mangoes. I'm telling about armed human beings, means me. My first monsoon in traffic jam without pakoras. And thank God for the hard work by the all authorities in capital to provide us free houseboat services. Thank you, God. But God, why pakoras and samosas for my boss only? You chose very wrong person. This is not fair. Welcome, welcome to this rainy season. Single are dreaming. Lovers are dating. Men are drinking. And married women are thinking. What? Any guess? What married women are thinking?
When to stop making pakoras and samosas?
Geeta?
Yeah, because of a lot of household work.
No. Only one question in our mind. Kapde kidhar sukhaye? Where to hang the wet clothes?
Oh, yeah.
And after 5 drops of rainfall, our most wanted electricity said, Mechali, I'm going. But when rains in India, it is the duty of potatoes and onions to cover themselves with besan and jump into boiling oil. Finally, monsoon has reached in Delhi and we were thrilled. Of course, it does mean that we will have to walk around in slush, have to deal with leaky ceilings, and face huge traffic jam. But it also means unexpected holiday. Steaming pakoras, samosas, read a book, and watching movie. Whatever people may say, the rain always brings a smile to our face. When life gives you a rain, please take a bath. And believe me, monsoon is just not a season. It is a test of your long jump and high jump abilities. So let's start our high jump and long jump abilities in our usual Toastmaster meeting. In our usual Toastmaster meeting consists of 3 seasons, means 3 sessions. First is before rain, where you can see clouds, thunderstorms, means prepare a speech session, when our speaker will come and speak for a particular time according to their objective. Second is a rainy season, where you can enjoy the rain with table topic master. Table topic master will give you a topic and you have to speak minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And third is after effect of rain season, where you can assess the freshness and damage after the rain, and our keen observer evaluator evaluate the whole meeting. So let's start our meeting. I would like to call General Evaluator Toastmaster Amelia to please come and explain your role and introduce your tag team. Toastmaster Amelia.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aisha, for that splashes all across over my face that I can feel, and the smell of the pakoras and samosas. With that, let's begin this introduction of my tag team. I'm your general evaluator and by default the parliamentarian. I will keep on observing this meeting for all the decorum that have been maintained, how enthusiastically you have applauded your speakers, and how you have maintained the decorum of this online meeting. All right, along with this, to evaluate on different parameters, I have my tag team who will help me in this particular endeavor. So let me first of all introduce our timer for the day. Our timer for the day is Toastmaster Ayush Shah. So may I request him to step up on virtual stage and share his role objective? Welcome, Ayush.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, so greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So my role as a timer is to ensure that the meeting goes according to the scheduled time, the timings which are mentioned for each speaker and session in the agenda for today's meeting. So time is something that we want the most, but what we use it worst. So here I am to keep a track of the timing of all the role players and speakers throughout the meeting so that they can use their time wisely and effectively. And I will also alert each speaker using the green, yellow, and red cards, which denotes specific times remaining. So as a general rule, the prepared speech should be of 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I will raise a green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise a yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I will raise a red card. For evaluations, the speaker should limit their remarks to no more than 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise a green card. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I will raise a yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will raise a red card. Now coming to the table topics, the table topic speaker should limit their speech to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise a green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will raise a yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I will raise a red card. Further, I would like to mention that for all speakers and evaluators, they will have 30 seconds grace period before and after the speech in order to be qualified. I will be back with my report at the end of the meeting. So without any further delay and letting the time trickle away, I would like to hand over to Toastmaster Amelia. Over to you, Toastmaster Amelia.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this wonderful introduction of your role. And I can already imagine it's raining cats and dog outside. I'm actually wishing for it. And yes, that moment when the water trickles down your back from the hair that have been just wet in the rain. All right, with that thought, let me call on our second role player, that is our counter of the day, Toastmaster Lavina, who will help us count the ahs and ums. Please share your role objectives, Toastmaster Lavina.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Good evening again, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm the counter for the day. Filler word and crutches cause interruptions in the speech, which further distracts the attention of the audience. As a result, they reduce the impact of the speech. My role is to make note of the pauses and filler words used by the speakers and role players. Filler words are like, you know, so, I mean, well. In addition, unintentional sounds like ums, and long pauses will be noted. I will submit my report during the general evaluation. Thank you.
Thank you. What a wonderful description of your role, Toastmaster Ravina. Thank you. And now is the time to call our grammarian, the grammar Nazi. All right. So Toastmaster Rohan, please help us for your role objectives.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator. Good evening, everyone. I'm the grammarian for today's meeting, which means that I'm responsible for keeping a track of everything that you say on the stage today and evaluate it on the basis of English usage, grammar, and pronunciation. I'll be keeping a track of the good usage of the English language and the not so good usage of the language, which can use for the constructive improvement. And I'll be presenting my report at the end of the meeting. Also, I'll be keeping a track of the usage of the word of the day and the idiom of the day. So the word of the day is trickle, which means to flow in a small stream. If I use it in a sentence, it's rain was trickling down our windows, which led us to bring some samosas to our home. And the idiom of the week is raining cats and dogs. And if I use it in a sentence, it was raining cats and dogs in Delhi leading to jammed roads. So I encourage all of you to use the word of the day and the idiom of the day as much as possible to challenge yourself in your speeches and make it more spontaneous. And if you see anyone using the word of the day or idiom of the day, I encourage all of you to show a thumbs up. If you really like it, show a double thumbs up to encourage the speakers. And I'll be back to present my report at the end of the meeting. Over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Rohan. And those were really nice words to use in the meeting today. Very well done. Now it's time to call our active listener for the day, Toastmaster Ayushman Tripathi. Please share your role objective, Toastmaster Ayushman.
Yeah. Am I audible and visible?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, active listening is the process of understanding and repeating what you have heard. Active listening isn't always that easy. You have to keep a lot of concentration and listen to each and every word in this meeting. In the end, the rewards are really great. So I would like to end here and back to you, General Evaluator. I'll be back in the end with some fun questions and answers after having this great party of tea and samosas.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ayushman, for that wonderful introduction. So guys, please open your ears, listen to everything very carefully. because he is going to grill us at the end of the session or towards the end of it. With that, let me hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aisha.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Thank you so much. Let's start our first session. Our first speaker is Toastmaster Sri Jyotsna. But before her speech, I would like to call her evaluator, Bandana Singh, to please read her speech objective. Toastmaster Bandana Singh.
Hi, thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. The speaker today is attempting his level 3 project of using a presentation software. The purpose statement states that the member to introduce or review basic presentation software strategies for creating and using slides to support or enhance a speech. The purpose of the speech is for the member to demonstrate his or her understanding of how to use a presentation software, including the creation of slides and incorporating the technology into a speech. The timer, please note that the time is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish the speaker a very best of luck. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bandana. Toastmaster Sri, one small question to you. Using rain as an excuse to skip school, isn't it?
Well, my parents were very strict and I could not do anything about it. So, even if my shoes were wet, I had to go to school.
Okay. Toastmaster Sri, Namaste goes global. Namaste goes global, Toastmaster Sri.
So, is my screen visible? Before I begin with my speech, I would like you all to look at these images carefully. What is common between these images?
Folded hands.
Yeah, they are all world leaders, and if you look at their hand gestures, you will notice that they are all saying Namaste. Namaste had become a big global phenomena in the year of the pandemic. Hence, a big virtual Namaste to fellow Toastmasters and guests. The world is full of different communities, and each community has a unique way of greeting. In Tibet, people greet each other in a unique way, that is by sticking their tongues out. In UAE, people greet each other by bumping their heads into each other, noses. In New Zealand, people convey their friendly greetings by rubbing their noses and foreheads with each other. And people of Greenland, they sniff each other's faces to show their affection. India, being unique, greet each other by folding their hands and a gentle bow. This humble greeting of ours has been trending worldwide thanks to the coronavirus. This deadly virus, which spreads through physical contact, has frightened the world to the highest extent. Among all that has been negatively impacted the world, contact-based greetings were perhaps the worst hit. Throughout the pandemic, we all have been advised by doctors and health experts to strictly avoid getting close with anyone. And this is where Namaste came to our rescue. Namaste, the most hygienic way of greeting in the world. There is no physical contact between two people, and so the spreading of infections are minimal. Many popular and important people were seen adopting this Indian style of greeting. When the French President Emmanuel Macron was in London, he was greeted by the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson and Prince Charles with folded hands. The former US President Donald Trump with Ireland's Prime Minister Leo Varadkar greeting each other with a namaste rather than the usual handshake amidst the fear of the virus spread. A few months ago, the French president was seen greeting the Spanish King Felipe with the traditional Indian greeting. Even the British bowed down to this Indian tradition. Prince Charles became the talk of social media when he went from a possible handshake to a namaste greeting. He was spotted greeting people with a namaste on various occasions, be it Commonwealth Day 2020 celebrations or with Ant and Dec at the Princess Trust Awards. Namaste is not just a mere gesture of greeting. In fact, it has many underlying meanings. The main objective of doing namaskar is to derive the spiritual and soothing benefits while completely diminishing ego and shallow pride. It is respecting the divinity within the person in front of you. The word namaste originated from the Sanskrit language namaha plus te, which means bow to you. In the science of justice, the word elaborates a physical action expressing that you are superior to me in all qualities and in every way. It represents an attitude of surrender by eliminating ego within us, accepting that we are not even a fraction of this universe. It is a realization of self. It is scientifically proven that namaskara benefits your health and mind in various ways. While doing namaskara, one presses one's palms against each other. This leads to pressing of the pressure points in our palms and fingers, which helps in activating the central nervous system along with various pressure points of various parts of our body. The tip of the finger, when pressed, sends a signal to the memory cells to remember the person for life. And namaste is not just a superficial gesture or mere word. It is a way of showing respect and that you are equal to one another, like an ethical commitment. One need not be a Hindu or a Buddhist or a yoga teacher to say namaste. Namaste can be as religious or secular as the speaker desires. What matters the most, I believe, is the intention behind the word namaste. When you bow to another, the question to consider is this: do you truly recognize them as fellow human beings, worthy of dignity, bonded in shared suffering and a shared capacity of transcendence? This recognition of our interconnectedness is what Namaste is all about, and exactly what we need during these times of the pandemic. Don't you all think so? Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sri, and accept namaste from my side. Thank you so much. Let's recollect some childhood memories of rainy season when our paper boats added to all the fun. How many of you have floated paper boats? Quite a lot. Would anyone like to share any event related to the rainy season for your childhood memory? Anyone? Yes, Amelia?
Okay, so as you did mention that every woman has one question on their mind, where to dry up the clothes, and my mother was totally scared of me getting wet in the rain. I didn't love to be, but then I did get wet in rain because that was a time when I was returning from school and it rained, and then the whole drama started. Why couldn't you have done that? Why couldn't you have waited for some time? Why did you do that? Why did you? And all those questions were all all above my head. I just wanted to enjoy the rain. And when I came home, of course, I felt bad because my shoes were wet. And the next day would be a very difficult day. So that is something I remember all the time.
Yes, quite true. And I remember when we had tried to save our uniform from getting dirty, and we tried to escape the splash, everything but the inevitable always happened. Our second speaker is Toastmaster Gitanjali. Before her speech, I would like to call her evaluator, Toastmaster Siddharth, to please read her speech objective, Toastmaster Siddharth.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. Very good evening, everyone. Today, I have got the opportunity to evaluate a person who is an active, energetic member of Toastmasters International. She's very enthusiastic and has a positive attitude to whatever she does. The speaker is none other than Toastmaster Gitanjali. I would also like to make everyone aware that this speech is going to be her level 1 project 2 speech, which is one of the fundamental block of a Toastmaster, that is evaluation and feedback. She has already delivered this speech once and she is very excited to deliver it once again in front of all of you. About the project, the purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback onto a second speech. The main agenda for giving this speech is for the member to present a speech and receive and feedback from the evaluator. The title of a speech is so wonderful that has always helped the needy ones. I would like to wish you best of luck. Really looking forward on how you have crafted your speech. Over to you, Madam TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Siddharth. Toastmaster Gitanjali, a small question. When you left for school with colorful umbrellas and raincoat, do you want to share any memory? With colorful umbrellas and raincoats, cute raincoats.
I was not using it because it will be wet. I chose to be wet in rain instead of wetting my umbrella.
Toastmaster Gitanjali, always help needy one. Always help needy one, Toastmaster Gitanjali.
Thank you, fellow Toastmaster and my guests. I'm Gitanjali Sharma, advocate, and today my speech is based upon my personal experience. Title of my speech is Always Help to Needy Ones. When I passed out my class 12, I was so much delighted while considering that now I will be a free bird and now I will enjoy my college life. But my destiny was determined to do something else. My father told me that no, you will not do your graduation from Delhi because atmosphere of Delhi is not good for girls. He told me that if you do want to your graduation, that you can do this from the Rajasthan. I tried to convince him, but I failed. I cried a lot. At least 2 to 3 weeks I cried, but he did not melt down. Then finally I surrendered and I thought that it's better to do study from Rajasthan or anywhere else than to sit idle. So I surrendered and I thought that okay, I will do study from Rajasthan. I went Rajasthan and here I came to know that form will be out in somewhere in November. I also came to know that one of my cousin brother has also taken admission in the same college, but as a regular student. So I contacted him and he assured me that he will help me. And he did. Throughout the year, he helped me. He arranged books for me. He once or twice in a week, he used to call me and give me updates. He used to pick me from my home and to college, and from college to my home in the examination time. When our result declared, I scored 70% in the first year and he scored only 40%. I became egoistic that I am superior to him and he is poor student in the studies. But the second year also he again helped me and I scored 70% again and he scored 60%. Final year again he helped me throughout the year and I scored 70% and he scored 71%. I became jealous that he is getting more marks, but now there's no result of repentance. So I told him that after graduation I will do LLB. He again told me that if you will do LLB, I will also do LLB for your help. And along with the LLB, I will also do MBA from the Delhi. I will give entrance exam from Delhi. I said, why you will do so? There is no need of doing so. But he said to me no, I will not stay in your house. I will stay somewhere else. So please don't guide me. I was having no control over him. So I said nothing. We both took admission in college for LLB and started our study. 2 or 3 times when I visited Rajasthan for my LLB classes, he couldn't go there because he was busy in his MBA preparation. I became furious why he did not go there because of his MBA entrance. So I started to ignore him. I trickled back. I decided to not to receive his call. 20 or 30 times I received his call. I saw his missed call 20 or 30 times in my week and many messages that Gitanjali, I need your help. Please receive my call. But I was arrogant. I did not receive his call. I did not call him back. I did not send him reply of his messages because I was so much arrogant. Whenever date sheet came out, I went to Rajasthan, and in the examination hall, I saw that he was not there. I became curious. Where is he? After exam, as I was not doing good thing with him, so I was not having courage to go to his home. So I called him and asked, "How are you?" He said, "Do you need my help?" I said, "No, I have just phoned you for to know how are you." He said, "I know how much you are worried for me. So please tell me, do you need my help?" I said, "No." He said, "I'm not like you. Anytime, whenever you need my help, you can call me." He disconnected the phone. It was a slap for me. He was speaking the truth. I done really bad thing with him, and he helped me throughout the graduation. But when he need my help, I withdrew myself, and I really ashamed. I repent, but this time I could not do anything because I have already done bad thing with him. For whole life, I think from that day I'm repenting this, but this changed me a lot. I have learned that whenever a person require our help, we should always do this, because by our help we can change the life of others, and we can get life to others, as he gave me life to me, because without his help I was not able to do my graduation. So it's my advice to all of you that whenever you get a chance to help a needy one, you should always do that, because I have changed a lot, and I always, whenever a unknown or a stranger or a neighbor or a friend or a relative, whenever any person need my help, I always ready to help. With this, I stage over to you, Toastmaster Preeti. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gitanjali, for the wonderful message you have gave to us. Thank you so much. Now, I will ask you a simple riddle. What goes up when the rains come down? What goes up when the rains come down? Very simple. Yes, Lavina?
Humidity.
What goes up when the rains come down?
Sun?
Amelia?
Umbrella?
Yes, I know, Amelia, you are super. Our last speaker is Toastmaster Rajiv Khanna. Sir, not sir, he's only Rajiv Khanna. I would like to call his evaluator, Toastmaster Jyotisman. Please read his speech objective.
Thank you. Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. This is Toastmaster Jyotisman from Amatis Toastmasters. And today I will be evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Rajiv. So Toastmaster Rajiv will be attempting his level 1 project to speech, that is on evaluation and feedback. Timer, please note that this speech will be from 5 to 7 minutes. So the objectives of this speech are like this. The purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. The purpose of the speech is for the member to demonstrate that he or she has applied the feedback received from his or her first speech. So now I will be evaluating the Toastmaster on the basis of points like clarity, vocal variety, eye contact, gestures, comfort level, and so on. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, as I wish Toastmaster Rajiv best of luck for his speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyotisman. Thank you so much. Toastmaster Rajiv, a small question. Rain means a free car wash. Do you agree? Rain means a free car wash.
I park indoors. That question has no relevance, but I'll tell you one thing though. Asha ji, rain always carries the smell of Punjab wherever I am. When the parched earth is hit by quenching water, whether it's just a mere trickle, a torrent, or cats and dogs, there is always that smell. जिसको हिंदी में सौंधी smell बोलते हैं. And that always reminds me of Punjab, the pavements, the fields, the earth. Thank you.
Very, very, very true. Very true, Toastmaster. Toastmaster Rajiv Khanna. Try badminton. Try badminton. Toastmaster Rajiv Khanna.
As Toastmaster Shri suggested, namaste. Try badminton. Can you do what I just did? Can you laugh at yourself? I had to learn. It is one of the greatest gifts life has given me, the ability to laugh at myself. I am silly again and again and again, but silly to creative is just half a step. I invite you to consider what I am about to tell you and apply to your life, please. You will notice that which was a trickle of talent will become an outpour, cats and dogs of talent, because you hold yourselves back, as I did. In 1981, I joined Punjab University. I'm a couple of months older than you might have noticed. I decided I was going to learn tennis and get really good at it. Why? I have no idea. I just wanted to. Did I have talent? We'll find out. For 1 year, Coach Singh tried his best with me. He taught me everything he knew: forehand, backhand, smash, service. And after 1 year, September 1982, the day of my annual evaluation, I showed up in the courts. Mr. Singh pulled me aside and said, "Let's talk, Rajiv, take a little walk with me." So here's Mr. Singh, all of 5'7" up to my chest, very elegant, very gentle person, walking next to me, and I am walking with him. I'm thinking, he must have something really good to tell me, because he pulled me aside. He didn't speak in front of other people. We walked, and I looked at him. When I would look straight, I would notice that he's looking at me. It was very awkward. I wasn't sure what was going on. And then he just burst out. He said, "You should try badminton." Can you believe that? After 1 year of hard work at tennis, my tennis coach says to me, "Try badminton." I should have been disappointed. Nay, I should have been devastated. Was I? Yeah, kind of. But the situation was so ludicrous. It was so weird. I just couldn't stop laughing. I started laughing. I said, "Did you just say, try badminton?" I could have wept. But instead, this was funny. Think about it. We take ourselves so seriously. How about you? Do you take yourself seriously? Are you ready to make a fool of yourself? I am. I do it all the time, repeatedly. In martial arts, we have a saying. We are all beginners. Some of us have been beginners a little longer. Have that beginner's mind. That's what I decided. It was all a decision made in a jiffy, but the first thought in my mind was, I have never been insulted so politely. Mind you, I had not experienced Toastmasters evaluation yet. They insult you very politely. Thank you for that. Mr. Singh, who was so awkward just a moment ago, when he started laughing, I started laughing. He laughed louder. We guffawed, we roared, we had tears rolling down our eyes. We couldn't stop laughing. It was funny. He said to me, Rajiv, I have never seen power like yours. Man, you hit that backhand 100 meters. That's the length of a football field. The only problem is you hit it in the wrong direction. That was me. I was not meant to be a tennis player. But did that stop me? No. I still kept trying to play tennis. I didn't stop. But my coach was right. I had the will, but I did not have the ability. I had the power, but I did not have the control. I had the drive, but I did not have the talent. That does not mean you cannot do it for fun. I play the bansuri. I taught myself. And I didn't think I was that good until one day, my client, I'm a lawyer in Washington, D.C., Pandit Ronu Majumdar, one of the scions of flute, bansuri today, told me over Skype, he said to me, I am going to give you a lesson, Rajiv. I understand you've never taken a lesson. I said, Panditji, that sounds wonderful. I've never had a lesson. So he told me, he says, play something for me. And I played an old song, a rag-based song, Jyoti Kalash Chalke. When I played that, he asked me 3 times, have you never taken a lesson? I said, no. He said, this is Ma Saraswati that speaks through you. So if I had never tried bansuri, I would not have gotten to the point where even Pandit Ronu Majumdar thought I did okay. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear, dear friends, please don't hold back. Go ahead, go make a fool of yourself. We were put on this earth to express ourselves, not to keep ourselves back. Don't hide your fire under a bushel. I don't. I make a fool of myself as frequently as I can. Will you join me? You don't have to turn your cameras on, pratyaksh or paroksh. Whether I see you or I not. Will you join me in laughing at yourself just once? Let's do it. How does that feel? Madam Tima.
Thank you. What a wonderful speech. Thank you so much, Rajiv. Thank you so much. What a wonderful speech. And I used to play badminton in my college days. And I was indoor champion amongst girls. And nowadays, I am champion for making pakoras and samosas in all season. Please vote for the best speaker. Rohan?
There's some technical issue. Just give me one moment.
Okay.
Toastmaster Mille, can you try launching the polls once? It's not going on from my screen.
Can you see the poll?
Yes.
Okay.
Shri, you have my vote.
Let's keep it secret.
Okay, done. Okay, in an interview, interviewer asked, What is your greatest strength? And the man replied, reaching office on time during Mumbai rains. Yes, very true. It's time to start our second session, for which I would like to call our TT master Arijit Kumar. Now, enjoy the rain with Arijit Kumar. Arijit, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Master Modi. So before starting table topics, I would just like to call today's birthday girl, Toastmaster Darshana, the treasurer of our club. So I'll request Toastmaster Jyotishman to share the screen, please. And I request everyone to wish many happy returns of the day.
Wow. Happy birthday, Darshana.
Happy birthday, Darshana.
Happy birthday.
Birthday, Darshana. Yes, just a second. I'm sharing my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Just a second.
Thank you everyone for the wonderful wishes.
Happy birthday, Darshana.
Toastmaster Jyotisman's sound is not there. I don't know if you have some.
Yes, this doesn't have a sound. Let's wish Darshana with our own wishes. So, wishing Toastmaster Darshana a very happy birthday once again. Thank you for being with us today. And thank you for being one of the consistent members of our club as well.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so now I'll start with the table topics. With monsoon comes the season of hot tea and samosas. I still remember the days of my coaching when it was raining like cats and dogs, but still we used to go out with umbrella just to have 5 rupees Maksoos Chacha's chai. The first thing that comes out of the kitchen when it starts raining is garam chai. So now it's evening time. Let me open my tea stall for you all. So, what's in the menu? Any guesses? Let me tell you all. So, today I have different kinds of tea: black tea, green tea, masala tea, and many others. But don't worry, I'll not sell like chai. I'll not sell like that. So, you can volunteer yourself, or I'll be picking randomly. Then you'll tell which kind of tea you want, and accordingly, topics will be given. So, who is going to have first cup of tea? Okay. To- Toastmaster, Toastmaster Gita, will you take it?
I'll take hot ginger tea.
Ginger tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So your topic is, by the way, that's my favorite among everything. That's my favorite. So your topic is, life will grind you like ginger to add flavor. Toastmaster Gita. Life will grind you like ginger to add flavor.
Thank you so much for that wonderful topic. Yeah. Life will grind you like ginger. That is so very true. We have seen the ups and downs of life. Whatever be the case, we have to carry on. We cannot stop our journey. We have to continue with our journey, no matter what happens. If life gives you lemon, make lemonade out of it. Add a little sugar. You can add a little color in it to make it bright and beautiful and tasty. The color looks so beautiful when you add some ruafza or any other color to it. Similarly, when life gives you sorrows, When life grinds you, do not get upset. There's no need to get upset. Just think, look around, and you will find that the whole world is like that. Everybody, each and every person in this world is being grinded somewhere or the other. It's not that it's only on Facebook that they show the smiles, their teeth. They look so happy, the happiest people on this earth. Don't believe. Don't believe. Behind that smile, you don't know what all is going on behind that. So whatever happens, no matter what happens in life, carry on with your journey. Don't think about others. Think about yourself. If you fail, doesn't matter. Just like what Rajiv said today, you should be able to laugh at yourself. You should be able to make others laugh. It doesn't matter at all if you are laughing at me. Don't stop bothering about the people. Stop bothering about what people will think about me. That's the only way you can carry on happily in your life. Be happy with whatever God has given you. There are so many positive things in your life. If there are obstacles in your life, there are prosperities as well. But unfortunately, we keep counting all the obstacles, all the adversities of our life. We keep thinking, my God, the whole world is so happy. I'm the only one suffering here. Why did God do this to me? Why me? Why me? Why me? That's the only question we keep asking. Why don't we say, why me? Why I'm so happy? God has given me so many things. Look around, you'll see so many people suffering in this world. So take everything positively, not just the joys. Even the sorrows should be accepted with happiness and joy. With that, I end. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
That was really a nice speech. I also agree with you. We should enjoy each and every moment, the small moments. We should be happy in that, without thinking of the moments that we don't want in your life. So, who is going to take to general evaluator Amelia?
Okay. Yes. So what all
So,
tea?
which tea you want? Black tea, green tea, cutting chai, tandoori chai, everything. What you want?
Green tea.
Green tea, okay. So your topic is, what's your favorite tea movement? Toastmaster Amelia, what's your favorite tea movement?
My favorite tea moment. Okay. My favorite tea is always green tea or any other flavored tea without milk. Well, I was not a tea person right in my childhood or college days, but then having tea with my mother, sitting with her in the morning on Sundays, got me the habit of having tea. And the way she used to make some nice snacks with it, like as we say in India, the matti and all, those were the kind of attraction for the tea. And hence I started having the tea with milk as well. But my favorite memory or the moment goes back to Sri Lanka. When I visited Sri Lanka, and that is a place of wonderful tea that you get, where you get amazing flavors. I visited all those places and shops where I could taste different types of tea. And yes, when I was in Europe, I bought different flavored tea as well. And I am now becoming much of a person who would like to have tea in various times in different flavors. I experiment more with it now. But favorite of all is green tea. None of my family members like green tea, so I'm able to enjoy the best of the quality that I buy. Nobody jumps over it. It's all for me, so I'm happy. And I enjoy it with honey or lemon. But then the best time or the best moments are when it's raining outside and I am sipping on that tea, looking out with across my windowsill where there are green trees or all misty around, and that's something I wish for now. So thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amelia. That was really nice. And my favorite is, Toastmaster Geeta said, Adrak Wali Chai is my favorite. Yeah. So next topic. Okay, Toastmaster Gopal is going to take the next topic. Which do you want? We have in menu black tea.
I just
Yes, black tea, masala chai, cutting chai, iced tea. What you want?
don't you have tulsi tea?
What? Sorry.
Tulsi tea. I want to have tulsi tea.
Tulsi tea. Okay, that is not in my menu, but I'll give it. So your topic is tea is a beverage, but chai is an emotion. Toastmaster Gopal, tea is a beverage, but chai is an emotion.
Tea is a privilege, chai is an emotion. Am I right?
Tea is a
Right.
beverage,
Okay.
chai is an emotion.
Chai is an emotion. Okay. So what I can see with this title is there is difference between the language. Tea, where we are saying that tea is a privilege and chai is an emotion. But I slightly disagree with this because emotions are emotions, whether it is in India or in Europe or USA or Canada. Emotions are always emotions. Whenever we have a tea, we always strive to have a tea with someone whom we love or whom with we live. It may be our friends, our family relatives, wives, sister, mother. So we actually truly share our emotions over a tea. And it is not only with the chai, it is with tea as well. Be it in our India, where we use the word chai, or the word tea, which is used in different countries. No doubt that tea is originated with India, but nowadays it is being used in many different countries where they call it tea. So the emotions are emotions, whether it's tea or the chai. Thank you and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gopal. That was really nice. And yes, I agree. I totally agree with you. It's chai is an emotion. Emotions are different thing, and chai and tea. In India, we use chai because I feel that while using chai, that's a different feeling while saying that we have. So, so who is going to take the next topic? Any volunteer or should I pick? Okay, Toastmaster Lavina. Which do you want?
Black tea, please.
Okay, yeah, black tea. So your topic is, if you could eat only one food for the rest of your life, what would you choose and why? Toastmaster Lavina, if you could eat only one food for the rest of your life, what would you choose and why?
If I could eat only one food for the rest of my life, it will have to be pizza. Now, why I say pizza is because it's yummy, and I can give the argument to my mother that it contains all the 7 food groups. Now, mind you, I have no clue what are the 7 food groups. I just heard this in a movie and I remembered this line for posterity so that I can rattle it back to my mother whenever she objects to my ordering pizza so much. Another reason for choosing pizza is that I can customize it however I want. For example, had it been the 1990s today and we would have got paneer on a pizza, we would have been like, paneer on a pizza? While today it's the norm. So we can adapt and change the pizza according to our liking, according to our taste, and I'm sure I will never be bored. Otherwise, with the diminishing returns of utility, which I studied in economics way back in college, I do not believe any other food group can give me that kind of a satisfaction, which pizza is. And usually there are some offers running. When you order a pizza, you can get a Coke free or a Diet Coke. So that will help in adding variety. So that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lavina. That was really nice. And if I will be allowed to choose, I will choose chole bhature. That's my favorite. I can eat as much I want. So, who is going to be the next one to take my tea?
We have some guests here. If we can invite Surbhi or
Yeah, Surbi can take the next topic.
Toastmaster Shurvi, would you like to take it?
Hi, yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. So, what do you want? Masala chai, cutting chai, iced tea, or tandoori chai?
Okay, iced tea. I'll go with that.
Okay. So, your topic is life is a cup of tea. It's all in how you make it. Toastmaster Survi, life is a cup of tea. It's all in how you make it.
Thank you for the topic. Very rightly said that yes, definitely life is what you make of it, just like tea. Everyone is given, has been given the same ingredients, almost, well, almost everyone. And it's all about the and how you choose to, go about. And some people prefer having their tea without milk, like Amelia ma'am just said. Some people prefer to have it with adrak. Some people like to have tulsi in it. But the point is that as long as you are satisfied, as long as you are enjoying your cup of tea, uh, that is all that should matter. Sometimes we are stuck in a rut and we start comparing that I have ginger, okay, but I want to drink iced tea, or I want to drink black tea. Why can't I have black tea? Then sometimes we forget the beauty of our own tea and start to crave for what others have. So it's important to acknowledge and be grateful for whatever ingredients you have, and make the best tea that you can, and not constantly compare yourself to others, and just be content with life and make the best of your time here. So over to you, and thank you.
That was really nice. Yes, I agree with you. We should not compare with others and enjoy our life. So, who is going to take? Do you have time, or should we? Do you have time for more table
I'll
topics?
take two more topics.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. So, who want to take next? Okay, Toastmaster Gitanjali.
Tandoori chai?
What? Sorry?
Tandoori chai.
Okay, tandoori chai. Tandoori chai. So, your topic is life is fun when all ingredients are mixed in fixed ratio. Toastmaster Gitanjali. Life is fun when all ingredients are mixed in fixed ratio.
Life is fun when all the material or all the ingredients are mixed in a fixed ratio. Yeah, I am totally satisfied, agreed with it, because when we realize that there are so much joy and there are so much success in our life, we became so much arrogant or egoistic. So sorrow is also necessary in our life, and when a person who is so much sad or who is facing so much difficulty in his life, then he also becomes so negative. So there are so everything is required in life, some happiness, some sorrow, some sadness, and some joy. So I think everything is required in life in some fixed extent. If we put in a in vegetable sabji, that on namak in a salt in a excess, then it waste the sabji. It wastes our sabji. So everything is required in a fixed ratio. That's it.
Toastmaster Gitanjali, that was really nice. I agree. If we will add more salt, it will then it will destroy the sabzi, and if we will add less salt, then also it will destroy the sabzi. So we should add the required amount of salt. So last table topic, we want to take it.
maybe Sandeep can take a topic. He's a guest here.
Yeah, this is Sandeep. Hello.
Hello, Toastmaster Sandeep. will you take the last topic? And
Can you see me at the moment? Can you see me?
yes, Toastmaster Sandeep. So I have only last tea for you. Sorry for that. And I think that's the best tea. And you'll enjoy it. It's cutting chai. That is
Okay.
it's cutting chai. So your topic is life without love is like samosa without aloo. Toastmaster
Live,
Sandeep. Life
live.
without love is like samosa without aloo.
Okay. Okay. So I remember a very famous song of a movie. जब तक रहेगा समोसे में आलू, तू मेरी होगी वो मेरी शालू. Right. So when we say this, see the entire world. I was reading a book. The book name was Mrutyunjay, and it was on Karna. Is one of the uh, part which is being played by. Have you seen Mahabharata? The Karna was being played very well there. So he went to Lord Parshurama to learn the bow and arrow skill, and he asked that this world depends on one thing, and that is a donation, because we know Karna for donation, right? And the Parshurama says yes, donation is one thing that actually it will help each and every one for a needy, but the person who is donor, that can make that person can become egoistic, right? He can build ego because he is donating. But when it comes to a love, when you love a person, you do not harvest ego, and that actually helps everyone with empathy, right? And it is like you considering everybody as equal and none other than you, right? And I suppose that is why we can say if there is a love, you will have a successful life. You love each and every person on this planet Earth, not only humans but also animals, and this is about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sandeep. You started with the famous dialogue, and I love that. So this is the end of table topic session, and I hope you all liked different kinds of tea. And so those who have tasted my different kinds of tea, they can pay me 20 rupees. Just kidding. Okay, thank you for everyone. So
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Arijit, for the wonderful chai session. And I really enjoyed your tulsi tea, your ginger tea, your tandoori tea virtually. Please vote for the best table topic speaker.
Distinguished Toastmaster Amelia, can you please launch?
Yes, I'm doing that. Can you all see the polls?
Yes. Okay, done. Okay. One day it was raining heavily, and I was very possessive about my hair. Wanted to protect my hair from rain. I did not have any umbrella. So I protected my hair with my laptop. And keeping in mind after effect of this act, I would like to call our very charming and very beautiful general evaluator, Toastmaster Amelia. Please come and tell the after effect of our meeting. Toastmaster Amelia, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aisha. And yes, now is the time for evaluation. So let me start with the speech evaluators. The first speech evaluator will be Toastmaster Bandana Singh, who will evaluate the speech for Sri Jyotsna, and this will be an approach of CRC as taken by all the Toastmasters to evaluate a speech, which is comment, recommend, and comment. So over to you, Toastmaster Bandana, for that.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amelia, DTM Amelia. Moving on, a big round of congratulations to my fellow speaker, my speaker, Toastmaster Shri. It was one of the difficult projects of level 3 to choose from, and choosing something which requires using a presentation software, commendable. I'll divide my evaluation into the 3 sections as rightly said by DTM Amelia. What was good, commendation, recommendation, and if any challenges you want to take it in future. So moving on, namaste, and namaste does go global. Thank you so much for reminding that. Moving on, I found your slides and presentations to be very visually fulfilling treat for myself, for my own eyes. That was a good use of presentation mode, a presentation software like MS PowerPoint. Images kept hooked and glued. They were to the point, to the crisp, and to the point what they wanted to convey. So content was relevant and crisp. Brevity is the key, and it showed throughout the slides. Moving on, there were strong messages in your presentation that were a key takeaway for me, like the way you elaborated humble namaste. It all reminded me to a clip of Namaste London, which I wish to play for you.
नमस्ते सर, मेरा नाम है अर्जुन सिंह। 5000 साल पुरानी सभ्यता की वजह से हम हिंदुस्तानी सबको ऐसे ही झुक के प्रणाम करते हैं।
When we greet one another, we fold our hands in namaste because we believe that God resides in the heart of every human being.
So this was the same when you concluded your message, and it took me down to this memory lane where I watched this movie and had my all hairs were goosebumped. I had really goosebumps on my hands, and the same was your ending. So truly remarkable ending with key takeaways as dignity, humbleness, acupuncture points on these. Man, that is Oriental medicine again. Respect, equality, fraternity, packed with information, relatable with present times, and engaging throughout. Now coming to the second part where I wish to recommend you something.
नमस्ते।
So it was that all the slides were there, but there was no slide heading. So I want you to experiment next time to have a heading in your slide, so that you can see when you put an image, then you get a design ideas like this also. You may take reference from there also, instead of simply putting your images there. Moving on, the bottom of the slide was clipped off. If you can see, I just took a snip and I could see that the photo was not complete. The frame was there for the photos, but not the bottom ones. Moving on, camera pinhole. It's very important to make an eye contact in visual setup, and camera pinhole is that one point where you can do so. I noticed in your speech, and I took a snip of it to show you that.
Benefits your health.
See your
and
eye
mind
movement.
various
It varies
ways.
from right side
While
to left
doing
side.
namaskara, one presses one's
here and
palms
there.
against each other.
So to make
This
us
leads
feel
to
glued
pressing of
that
the
you are
pressure points in our
talking to us,
palms and fingers,
please
which
use
helps in
the camera
activating
pinhole
the
when you
central
deliver your
nervous
speech.
system, along with various pressure points of various
You can
parts
see
of
your eye movement, right? So moving on, this was my overall evaluation point for you. If you want to improve even more, I'll suggest you to please make sure that you make utilization of your entire 7 minutes duration to the fullest. As soon as the green card went up, I found your speech also concluded. So you may want to improve on that aspect and keep it more informational. Slides may not be repetitive with images again, and it will be a wholesome treat for all of us. With this, I conclude my evaluation. Over to you, G. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful evaluation, Toastmaster Bandana. Now is the time to call on our second evaluator, Toastmaster Siddharth. So, Toastmaster Siddharth, over to you.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Greetings to Toastmasters and guests. Firstly, a huge congratulations to Toastmaster Gitanjali for completing her level 1 project 2 speech on evaluation and feedback. The title of your speech is really relatable and it has a moral within it. I feel that the title is so apt that it spreads a positive message to all the audience. As a member of Mother Earth, I feel that our constant inner intent should be towards helping others. If we are unable to do so for any reason, we can also make sure that we do not hurt anyone. This is an indirect way to help those who are around us. Your speech reminded me of a quote by great King Martin Luther King Jr. I quote, "Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and your verb agree to serve. You don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics in physics to serve. You only need a heart of full grace, a soul generated by love." I unquote. For your evaluation, I would like to follow the CRC approach, that is the commendation, recommendation, and commendation. I'm very happy to mention that you have drafted your speech so well with utmost clarity, and it had a proper structure, that is proper introduction, body, and conclusion. You were able to prove your point throughout the entire speech, and I feel that's the most important agenda which one has to keep in mind while delivering speeches. That is, the audience should be able to understand your views in a crystal clear manner, and you excel to do so. In the start, you gave a beautiful story from your life, which helped the audience to relate to it in a better way. Everyone likes stories, and your story was able to engage everyone. You were delivering your speech on a standing position, and the hand gestures were good. That's again a positive. Some recommendations which I feel that you can bring into practice in future speeches are, I feel that you can use better words in your speech so as to improve the quality of the speech. I feel that you were a bit nervous during the second half of the speech. And I feel that while presenting yourself in a calm and composed way can help you really well. I feel that you can ask some questions in between, which will make the speech more engaging, just like veteran Toastmaster Rajiv did. Apart from these comments, you were very good with the speech. Towards the end, your message that you gave was really beautiful. I feel that you have matched the objectives of your speech and improvised a lot from the last time you gave a speech. Huge round of applause. You were really fantastic. Very well done, and all the best for your future speeches. Over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Siddharth, for that wonderful evaluation. And now is the time for our last evaluator, that is Toastmaster Jyotisman, to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Rajiv.
Yes, thank you. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, General Evaluator. This is Toastmaster Jyotisman, and I will be evaluating Toastmaster Rajiv's speech. Now, I remember my badminton story during my school days. I was not a kid who was much into sports. Like, I was very much into studies or very much into academics, you can say. I was very shy when it came to the matter of sports. And one day, my friends said that we'll be having a badminton match tomorrow. And so what I did that I told my father that tomorrow we are going to have a badminton match and I don't have a badminton racket. So let's go and purchase a badminton racket today itself. What happened the next day, I don't remember. I don't think the game happened because our sports teacher was one who used to change the schedule at the very last moment. He would say that go and play Kho-Kho today. We will see for badminton tomorrow. But what happened that my badminton racket got stolen, and not me, I wept, but my friends did laugh on me because they thought that he brought his badminton racket for the very first time and he was not able to keep it properly. Now, I don't know playing badminton in rainy season is a good thing or not, but let me tell you, Toastmaster Rajiv, your speech was one of the most seasoned speeches I have ever heard. And starting with the laugh that you started with, and you said about the ability to laugh at yourself. Believe me, the people who have the ability to laugh at themselves are one of those people who are very happy in their own lives. What this means, what I want to mean is that if we have the ability to improve upon our own mistakes, perhaps that is why we all are here in Toastmasters sitting and listening to evaluations. So if we have the ability to laugh on ourselves, if we have the ability to refer to our own mistakes and grow on that, then there's nothing better than that. So, I am not a big fan of tea, but I of course love samosas. And once I start eating samosas, I get the taste so well. So starting with the commendations from your speech was a had a good mixture of storytelling and motivation. Now, a lot of speeches don't have a good taste of storytelling. Your speech was all about your own personal experiences, your story. It was quite motivational. Your speech was filled with motivation. It made us think about how we can improve in our own lives as well. It had a good content, it had good description. But when I start eating the samosa, if you are also a health lover, you will not like the oil or the potato that comes in. Some quick recommendations for you. I guess that you still had around 1 minute left towards the end of your speech, so maybe you can decrease your pace a little so that the audience gets some time to digest all the story and all the facts that you are sharing. Also, I saw that most of the times your only one hand was being used. Maybe you can use both of your hands throughout the speech so that we can get a good visuals from your speech. But nevertheless, your speech had a very nice message, and after all, we love samosas. Also, we loved your speech. Thank you. Over to you, General Ban.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jyotisman, for that wonderful evaluation. Now is the time to call on our table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Gadi Harsha, if I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Is our table topic evaluator here?
Yes, I'm present at Toastmaster Media. Okay, first of all, this is a nerve-wracking situation for me. This is the first time I'm taking up the role of table topics evaluator, and all the table topic speakers are generally they're all experienced Toastmasters. So please don't take my evaluation too seriously. I tried my best. The table topic master Arijit, he came up with wonderful topics. It was apt to the theme, like the chai and samosa and everything. And every speaker spoke well. They were enthusiastic, organized their thoughts well. They sounded like professional speakers. There were no signs of nervousness. And only Toastmaster Geetanjali got stuck for a moment. She ran short of words. I could see myself in her. She was like a mirror image of me because it happens to me many times when I take a table topic. It's fine. We could become better by practice taking up topics. Okay. And the major takeaway from the table topics is to be satiated with your life. Don't compare your life with others. It was told by two speakers, Toastmaster Geeta and Toastmaster Sylvie. And there is no such, I don't feel there is no such recommendations to be given. But in general, what I felt that the table topic speakers can use hand gestures to engage audience. That's the only recommendation. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster Monday.
Thank you so much for your evaluation, Toastmaster Harsha. Now is the time to call on somebody who is going to grill you nicely, who's going to ask you questions. Our active listener for the day, Toastmaster Ayushman Tripathi, please come on stage and ask us and test our listening skills.
Yeah, so I'm ready to grill you all. Okay, so listening is an art that requires attention over talent, spirit over ego, and others over self. What a session we had with the samosas and tea. Now, let's have some more fun with some question and answers round. It will be fun, and guys, please participate in it. What housewives think during the rainy season? What's that one issue that is really problematic in rainy season?
कपड़ा कहाँ सूखा है?
Where to dry clothes.
Yeah. Okay, so next one. Guest Gopal explained what his name means. Lord Krishna. How many wives did Lord Krishna had?
A number of wives.
Approximately?
I will tell you.
Yeah.
1600.
Yeah, 1600.
And 34, I think.
Yeah.
1600
Okay.
plus.
Yeah. 8. Yeah, 608. Yeah, exactly. Next one. I just hate being stuck in traffic. We all hate it. Our TMOD, Aisha, made our session extremely engaging. Well, she got stuck in traffic where it was raining cats and dogs. Can you guess the date of that incident or the month?
12th July.
12th July.
12th July. That's really nice, Harsha. Okay, so next one. Most hygienic way of greeting, namaste. How people in New Zealand greet each other.
They sniff.
Chicks.
I guess rubbing nose and head.
Yeah, rubbing nose and head. Yeah. Okay, so next one. An absolutely engrossing storytelling by Toastmaster Rajiv. Toastmaster Rajiv played a beautiful rag on flute, surprising people. Which rag or music was it? Can you name it? Jyoti Kalash Chalke. Jyoti Kalash Chalke, right? Okay, so next one. So we had a great session with the tea and tasty samosas at Toastmaster Arijit's stall. Congratulations, Toastmaster Arijit. Toastmaster Arijit, during his college days, went to the tea stall. The name of the person or the owner of that tea stall was? Yeah, obviously, you'll know Arijit. Maqsood. It was Maqsood. Okay, so next one. It's raining heavily outside. Toastmaster Amelia is sitting in a balcony enjoying her favorite tea. Can you guess which tea?
Green tea.
Green tea.
Green tea, yeah, green tea. Okay, so last one, then I'll end up. Toastmaster Bandana showed us a scene from which movie while she was evaluating?
Namaste London.
Namaste London. Absolutely. So thank you so much, and I'll end here.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ayushman Tripathi. And let me correct that. That was not the rag, that was the song. Jyoti Kalash Salke is a song from the movie. So,
That's a song.
yes, I was listening correctly to you as well. All right. Now is the time to call on our auxiliary role players to present their reports, and I will call them in reverse order. That is, a grammarian first to share the report about how we did out on grammar. So over to you, Toastmaster Rohan.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator. Okay, so we'll go through the good usage and the not so good usage one by one. So the good usage is Toastmaster Aisha used slush. Distinguished Toastmaster Amelia used the word of the day once and the idiom of the day once. Toastmaster Ayush used this phrase, time trickles away, and he used the word of the day once. Sri Josna kept me on my toes with some really good usage of the English language about this tradition, many underlying meanings, respect of the divinity, capacity of transcendence. So really good usage of the language here. Vandana used goosebumps once, which is really good. Toastmaster Gitanjali used egotistic, and she used the word of the day once. Toastmaster Rajiv had some good usages, parched, burst out, ludicrous, fire under the bushel, and he used the word of the day and the idiom of the day both. Toastmaster Arijit used the idiom of the day once. Toastmaster Lavina used the word posterity, which was really good. Sandeep used harvest, any ego, which was really good usage of the language. Toastmaster Ayushman used the idiom of the day once. Now, there were a few regional language usage which wasn't translated. One was, so these were the few, and there was a song used by a table topic speaker who did not translate to English. So which I encourage every speaker to do, since this is an English speaking club and it's important to translate any regional language to English, right? So coming to the not so good usage, someone pronounced New Zealand. It's not New Zealand, it's New Zealand. So much delighted can be so delighted. From the Rajasthan can be from Rajasthan. Better to do study can be better to study, or better to do my studies, and so on and so forth. Result declared, which could be result was declared. Did not told him has to be did not tell him. are so much success, it is so much success. So these are some of the few usage that could be improved. And with that, I hand over the stage back to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohan, for that wonderful report. Now it's time to call on our counter Toastmaster Lavina to present her report.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Before I share my screen and display the report, I have some submissions to make. First, out of the 19 participants, 10 participants did not have even a single incidence of using any filler word. That is the whole 52%. So my congratulations to the assembly. Secondly, the use of filler words was very minimal. It was extremely minimal, which you will see from the report. One feedback which we all need to work on, there were quite a few usages of repetition and repetition, we mean that members were getting nervous or they were forgetting the speech, and there was a tendency to repeat the same word twice, such as the, and. So here goes the report. I hope it's visible. Could somebody confirm, please, if it's visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So General Evaluator Amelia used 3 repetitions and 2 ums. Evaluator Jyotisman used 2 repetitions and 5 ums. Toastmaster Geeta and Toastmaster Gopal, commendable, no filler words at all. Guest Surbhi, 3 ums, 1 Toastmaster Neha, 1 TM Modi Aisha, 1 repetition. Timer Ayush, Grammarian Rohan, commendable, no filler word. Evaluator Bandana, 2 repetitions, 5 ums. Speaker Jyotsna, no filler word, again excellent. Speaker Gitanjali, 3 repetitions, 4 ums. Evaluator Siddharth, 1 Speaker Rajiv, table topic master Arijit, no filler word. Guest Sandeep, 5 ums and 2 right. Table topic evaluator Harsha and active listener Ayushman, no filler words at all. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful report, Toastmaster Lavina. And now is the time for the timer to present the report.
Yeah, so good evening, everyone. I'm back with my timers report for the day. So, well, I'm delighted to know that mostly everyone has followed the timing rules and everyone spoke well within the time limits. So congratulations, everyone. So starting from the Sergeant at Arms of the day, Toastmaster Lavina took 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Our presiding officers, Toastmaster Amelia and Toastmaster Jyotisman took 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Coming to the table topics, now coming to the Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster of the day, Aisha took 5 minutes and 45 seconds. General Evaluator Amelia took 2 minutes. Me, timer, took 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Our counter, Lavina, took 1 minute and 10 seconds. Grammarian Rohan took 1 minute and 15 seconds. And listener Ayushman took 27 seconds. Now coming to the prepared speech segments. Our first speaker, Toastmaster Sri Jyotsna, took 6 minutes and 8 seconds. Our second speaker, Toastmaster Gitanjali, took 5 minutes and 38 seconds. And our third speaker, Toastmaster Rajiv Khanna, took 6 minutes and 38 seconds. Now moving on to the table topic session. So Toastmaster Geeta took 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Toastmaster Amelia took 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Toastmaster Gopal took 1 minute and 45 seconds. Toastmaster Lavina took 1 minute and 17 seconds. Toastmaster Gitanjali took 1 minute. And Toastmaster Sandeep took 1 minute and 55 seconds. And table topic master Arijit took 19 minutes for the table topic session. Now moving on to the evaluation segment. So Toastmaster Vandana took 3 minutes and 29 seconds. Toastmaster Siddharth took 2 minutes and 36 seconds. And Toastmaster Jyotisman took 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And the table topics evaluator, Toastmaster Harsha, took 1 minute and 4 seconds. So this was my report. This was the report from my side. Over to you, General Evaluator Amelia. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And hence the reports have concluded. Let me launch the poll first for the best evaluator. So you have to choose your evaluator from the poll. Is it visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. I guess most of you have voted. Thank you. Now I'll launch the poll for best auxiliary role player. Please do the votes. Thank you for the votes. I'm ending the poll now. All right, now's the time for me to present the report. And while the polls are being taken care, I will present the report. And it is definitely a pleasure to have such a wonderful team. So let me start from where the meeting started on time. The sergeant at arms was did the role very well, clear and crisp, to the point, utilizing time to the minimal. I would appreciate that. Our Toastmaster of the day, marvelous, magnificent, amazing, superb, so energetic. And as I introduced, all the words were brought to life by Toastmaster of the day. Amazing theme, what a lovely journey throughout the day. And kudos, let's applaud for her. Our table topic master, the chai wala came alive in him. He had a lovely way of presenting the table topics. I loved all the teas presented to the speakers as the topics. And I would just recommend that please take care of the guest and be mindful. Please make a note while the speakers have already been listed. Sorry, the prepared speakers are speaking. You can make a note or you can check with someone. Now, let me move on to the evaluators. Toastmaster Bandana did a great job by presenting the presentation back to the speaker the same way. It was an amazing way to present. Good feedback, good suggestions. The snippets were a great idea. Though sometimes, at times, I would just recommend that maybe we can take the speaker suggestion if you can use the snippets or not, or do it one-on-one. That is one thought, part of the thought. Thank you so much. Great job done. Toastmaster Siddharth as evaluator, great job done on evaluation. I would say the quotation went too long. The observations were very nice, well summarized. I would say this evaluation was really well summarized by Toastmaster Siddharth. And if you can just keep a check on the quotation or the quote part, because the overall evaluation is very important. And now this is the last speech, Toastmaster Jyotisman. So good analogy of samosa and how you put it together in your evaluation. That was very, very well done. Great job done. Uh, I would request you to elaborate on the speech quality and the quantity. In a moment, I felt the speech itself was being evaluated, and it was kind of probably simplified for us to understand. However, that's not needed. We need to understand different parameters where we can help the speaker become great speaker. That is one recommendation I have. Table topic evaluator, please do not apologize for taking up the role for the first time. That is very important, because all we are doing is trying to learn in the same process. And yes, be assertive. Whatever presentation you do, make sure that people take it seriously. And do mention, and what you can do if you're doing it for the first time, make sure you mention that if you have something else to ask or check for, you can talk to me one-on-one, personally, on chat, wherever, right? That is where you can say that, okay, I'm trying to present a crux of the evaluation of the speakers today. That is a good approach. And yes, we learn by doing things. So you did a great job, not to worry. Now comes the auxiliary team. I would say timer Ayush, you did a great job. I would say what a finesse in noting the minutes and the seconds and I really love the way you noted it. However, there's one recommendation. The timer never prompts to conclude either on chat or through gesture or anyways. So please refrain from doing that. Timer must not show the time on the tool as well. That is one thing which went a little different in this meeting. However, we can definitely work on next meetings. I counted Lavina. What a report. What a precise presentation. I loved it, really loved it. And what a meticulous presentation. Great job done and very crisply presented. Amazing. Active, and sorry to forget, our grammarian. Our grammarian looked very dashing and smart today, and so was his report. Well done report, great observations, good listening skills utilized, and well presented. And yes, all the key points were highlighted, and I really like the way the pronunciations were highlighted as well, because this is definitely an important part of the speech. And last but not the least, active listener Ayushman Tripathi did a great job on grilling us on questions. I would say give them some kind of, I would say something to think upon, or if they are not giving the answer, give them a clue so as they can try, and that makes it a little more interesting. But I believe all the role players did a great job. Let's applaud for all of them. The whole meeting has been successful because all of you. So I didn't hear any interruptions, any disruptions. So great job, and that's my report. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Madam Ji. Thank you so much for your wonderful report. Thank you so much. When I was young, I used to watch 2 drops of rain roll down the window and pretend it was a race. Some people feel the rain, others just get wet. And I like the storm. They let me know that the even sky screams. Sometimes be prepared to make samosas and pakoras. And believe me, the person who dances with you in the rain will most likely with you in the storm. Being soaked alone is cold, but being soaked with your best friend is an adventure. Rainy day should be spent at home with a cup of tea, a good book, and with hot samosas. Let us all agree that we should not go to work when it rains. Oh, sorry, I'm reading a book on rainy season. Hello, where are you for the last 2 hours? It's raining. Please come and make some pakoras and samosas. I will make pakoras, but you have to wash the utensil. I know that nobody agreed for this exchange offer program, but we all agreed that there is no combination more perfect than rain, chai, samosa. But again, $1 million question. Who will wash utensil? This is for my side. Over to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Amelia.
Thank you so much. Let's keep applauding for Toastmaster Aisha for that wonderful theme and keeping us energized, alive, and so active throughout. All right, now is the time to vote once again. Please do the vote for the best role player, which will be on your screen now. And while you vote, I'll quickly take out time to speak to our guests. Surbi, how was the meeting today? What was your experience? Please share with us as to how is it?
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, it was pretty nice. I have never experienced something like this, and I think I will be taking it up seriously. And I really enjoyed like how structured it was, and with the evaluation of even the evaluators, it was pretty intense. So I liked it very much. Thank you.
Thank you. And we have our guest speaker from Washington, our Toastmaster Rajiv. I would request you to share your thoughts about our meeting, our joint meeting today.
Perhaps imparting comfort is the greatest welcome that any guest can receive. I just felt like I had gone from one home to another home. This meeting was warm, extremely well run, but the efficiency was not robotic, which is extremely important, because in between the parade ground and the wild forest lies the playground. You struck just the right balance. I loved it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. My fellow presiding officer, Toastmaster Jyotisman, is here as well. And I would ask you if you would like to ask anyone as to how their experience was today.
Yes, sure. Do we have any more guests in the meeting?
I believe we have only guest Toastmasters, that is
Right.
Toastmaster Geeta, Gopal.
Yes, Toastmaster Geeta. So, how did you feel about today's meeting?
Yeah, I certainly loved the meeting. It was amazing, like every time. And today, since it was a joint meeting, it was all the more wonderful. Really enjoyed it throughout the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming and being throughout the meeting. We also have Gopal, Toastmaster Gopal.
So it was really a great meeting. The best part of the Toastmaster fraternity is that it's an open playground.
Right.
Anyone can go anywhere and learn. And I really learn a lot from this meeting. Especially two things I learned today. One is the TTM Arijit Kumar. He did it really well. He came up with a creative way of asking questions with the theme of tea. That was really great. I have learned that, and certainly I'll be using it in my next TTM role. And the second thing I learned from Toastmaster Bandana, she really did a fantastic job when she was using the presentation. And the best part was she collected that graphics and the video very quickly. That was really great. I don't know how to do that. And I'm not going to say that I'll be using that. I will try to use that, but I don't know whether I'll be succeed or not.
Okay.
So overall, it was a great meeting. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Gopal. Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta. And Surabhi, we love to have you in our meetings as frequently as you can, and that would be great to see you. I'm really happy to see you all here today. All the speakers, everyone did a great job, and now it's a time to present the awards. Are you excited? So Toastmaster Rohan is, I believe, going to share his screen, and I have no idea what the results are. So who is our best auxiliary role player? Any idea? Any guesses?
Arijit Kumar? Auxiliary role player.
He's a role player. He's not an
Yeah.
auxiliary role player.
Grammarian.
Grammarian, okay. Any more thoughts? Quickly.
Counter.
It's our
Grammarian.
grammarian, Toastmaster Rohan.
I guess it right.
Congratulations. So the best table topic speaker. Guesses, quickly.
Madam Geeta?
Okay, one. Lavina, two. One more. Okay. So let's reveal it. That is Toastmaster Lavina. Congratulations. All right. Let's move on to the next one. The best evaluator.
Toastmaster Bandana.
Bandana. Okay. Bandana one. Yes. Yes. Congratulations. Next one would be the role player. Any guesses?
Arijit.
Arijit one. Next guess.
Toastmaster Aisha.
Toastmaster Aisha. No
Toastmaster
doubt.
Amelia.
It's Toastmaster Aisha Parveen, our TMOD of the day. What a wonderful job done. Now is the best speaker. That is a tough one.
Toastmaster Rajiv.
Rajiv
too.
Rajiv.
Shri Jyotsna. Shri Jyotsna.
Shri Jyotsna, three. Any more cheers? Shout outs? Okay. The winner is Toastmaster Rajiv Khanna. Congratulations, congratulations. Oh wow, what a wonderful meeting it was. And it's 6 p.m. that we have just hit the clock at 6 and we are concluding our meeting. Yes, we can spare a couple of more minutes to share our thoughts, how it was. I would request Toastmaster Jyotisman to share something about his experience in this joint meeting today. That would be very important.
Yes, it has. It has become quite dark at my end, so I hope I am visible. Uh, so, like what I was sharing, that I am not a tea person, but I feel that I will start drinking tea a little more often after this meeting. Not because Toastmaster Arijit has now introduced me to so many types of tea. Not, it's not the only reason. The reason is that I came to know today that Toastmaster is a place that where we learn new things, right? So I saw a lot of people bringing new ideas, new methods to the roles which they play. May it be our own table topics master, or may it be the TMOD, or may it be the evaluator Bandana, and all other players, all other role players, all other speakers, especially the one whom I evaluated, Toastmaster Rajiv. So everyone did the job pretty well, and this was one of the reasons why the moment one of our EC members, Toastmaster Harsha, she is the secretary, the moment she told me that she is having the meeting with TMOD, that is Toastmaster of Delhi, I said this would be a brilliant opportunity for all of us. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Toastmasters is a place where we learn new things. And if that has happened in today's meeting, then I feel that today's meeting is the most successful one.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And yes, joint efforts are where we learn a lot, we grow together, and that has happened today as well. Great meeting, I would say. Anyone wants to share any thoughts, and but then do not forget to tune in to this meeting at 3:30 every Saturday, Toastmasters of Delhi. In case you are missing your meeting and you want to be here to find out some more inspiration, some more energy, it will be here for you always, always, always. So with that, we